Hey guys, Corey Davis here. I have a special guest, my close friend Val, and today we're gonna talk to you about a couple of mobility things. There's two big areas that we frequently see people have issues with, shoulders and hips. So we're gonna give you our go-to shoulder mobility tip and our go-to hip mobility drill. And I want you to take those, I want to start using them, I want you to start feeling and moving better. All right guys, starting off first with the shoulders, I'm gonna demo my absolute favorite drill. It is one you can do at home with no equipment. It is a lying Y handcuff. So to do a lying Y handcuff, it is like the name sounds like. We lie down, we lift our arms up into a Y. And the big thing I want you to notice is I'm not having all of that come from my T-spine. I'm trying to actually raise my shoulders. So I lift up into a Y. And then from there, I go down around to the small of my back like I am being handcuffed. I know my followers on here are unfamiliar with that position. They're all good people, good citizens that have never been arrested. But if you think back to watching an episode of Law and Order, when they get arrested, they have to put their hands on the small of their back like so. And so that is what I would like you to do. Zach, this is the bad one. This mobility is coming from my back. Zach, this is a good one. The mobility came from my shoulders. And then I touched the small of my back. If you have tight, cranky shoulders, I would like you to start working on the lying Y handcuff to start opening everything up and getting a lot looser in that very important joint. The lying Y handcuff, start giving me sets of 10 couple times a day. Do it once in the morning, do it once at night, until you start noticing that, hey, my shoulders are loose. And when I'm standing here nice and relaxed, my thumbs point straight ahead instead of here internally rotated. If as you're watching this video, you look down and you see that your arms are turned in like this, I need you to start doing that exercise 12 times a day. Start doing it every 2 hours. Hope this helps.
If you're anything like me and you're always complaining about tight hips, I've got just the thing for you. It is a super easy routine you can do anywhere. You don't need any equipment. It's one mobility drill, and there are a couple different ways you can change it up. That's all you're gonna need to get your hips feeling looser and just overall moving better. All right, so here is the exercise. You're gonna wanna get into this 90-90 position. You can just call this a hip 90-90 rotation. So I've got 90 degrees between both knees here. I'm a little bit spread out between my legs. So this is the first step in this drill. Now from here, our goal is gonna be to rotate the legs over without having to lean back. Now, if at first, if your hips are really tight, you just don't have the mobility, you might need to lean back onto your hands to give yourself some support, but I want you to try to stay upright and see if you can shift those legs all the way over to the other side. Notice I'm still keeping that 90-90 position here. So this is the most basic form of the drill you can do, is to just go back and forth between these two sides. Again, you're trying to stay really tall, trying not to lean back too much. So now, progressing this, we can do more of a stretch in this position. So you can get into that 90-90 position, and now instead of just focusing on the moving back and forth, you're gonna spend some time stretching. So we're gonna lean over that front leg, and you can just hold this stretch for really as long as you'd like. You can hold for about 15 to 30 seconds per side. You can really sink down into it if you can, and you should feel that stretch on the back side of the hip. And then of course you can rotate over and then do that same stretch on the other side. And then moving forward, there is also something we can add to get some internal rotation into your hips. So we're in that same 90-90 position. And now this time, once you've rotated over, you're gonna try to give that back foot a little lift off of the ground. Now, if you'll notice, I have a really hard time getting that foot up. I have pretty poor internal rotation here. So what you can do, like you maybe just saw me, is lift up with your hand just a little bit. I would hold for maybe 5 seconds, lower, then you're gonna rotate to the other side and do that same thing. We can use your hand to assist here and just lift up, hold for maybe 5 seconds, and then relax and continue in that same form. So that's another thing you can do, working on some internal rotation of the hips. So those are 3 different ways you can take this hip 90-90 position and use it to your advantage to gain some more mobility, get you moving and feeling better. I hope this tip helped. If you have any more questions, just drop a comment below and we'll make sure to make a video on it.
Guys, thanks for watching. I hope that drill helps out your shoulders. I hope that drill helps out your hips. And if you have any other problem areas that you're having trouble with, leave it down in the comments and we will respond. We can make another video in the future. We're always trying to find out what our followers, what our subscribers are asking, what they need help with, so we can help get you content in the right way. If you need help with your online training, I want you to send me an email, Corey, C-O-R-E-Y, @coreblendtraining.com. I'll get back to you as fast as I can and see if we can help you. Thanks, guys.